Good morning, scrappers, scrapettes, recyclers, planet lovers, etc., and all my wonderful friends here on TikTok and YouTube. Today I'm going to continue my series about what's inside some of these servers. I'll try to identify some specific parts for you. I hope it will help you in your search for gold recovery, and also hope to illuminate, how's that for a word? Illuminate us all as to make more, make better choices when you're purchasing e-scrap. All right, first out of the box, this is a very nice board. By the way, I'm working on the website, and I will have pictures and descriptions of all of these things, almost like a library, so you'll have a place to consult and get an idea about grading boards and what you should buy and not buy, and maybe what you could sell and resell. I know most of you buy this stuff and you scrap it for gold refining, and I think that's awesome. So this is a 2005 HP or possibly Compact, there maybe the same company, by the way, system board. These you'll find in servers, cash registers, and things like that. To sell this to Board Sort, they are going to give me a price of a metal socket green motherboard. Actually, a small metal socket green motherboard. Yeah, well, that's okay. Don't forget, they don't look at the dates of things either. They just go by what current. And usually a motherboard like this, like a single green metal socket green motherboard you'll get out of a PC or something. You don't usually see them in servers, but I shouldn't say that. You do see them in servers, I'll take that back. But the ones that they price are the ones that will come out of a PC. So this is one I'm going to pull and keep aside. I'm going to try to get a lot of 10 or so aside. This one I'm going to sell for gold recovery. Why? Because it's loaded. It's a 2005. Look at this thing. So this was made in 2005. Usually boards made prior to 2020 are much better for gold recovery. Again, that's my best guess on the date based on some of the parts and components. And Google Lens says 2005 on this. I think the date might have been inside the actual box. But for somebody doing gold refining, this is a great board. Number one, there's a high gold tint. You can see by the yellowish tint to the green board. There's a lot of chips on it. There's gold recovery here. It's just a great board for somebody who's into gold recovery. Let me flip it over for you. Okay. Very high quality board for gold refining. Again, that is from a 2005 HP Compact system board. That's one I definitely will put aside for gold refining. Again, when I sell it, yeah, I'm going to sell it at what I would have sold it to Board Sort for. If you're in the area and you want to pick them up at my music school, that's fine too. I can't control shipping, guys. But, even if you're not looking to buy, you're looking to scrap servers for resale like I do, 2005 HP and Compact will be a good buy for you. Not a good buy, but a good purchase. Stand by for the next one. I have this up on the table, so I'll show it to you. This is an IBM System 3550. Again, the date we have found to be somewhere around 2005. The only value you're going to, the value you're going to get out of this is going to be these. They are light copper. I knocked one apart yesterday when I was downstairs. This is just aluminum that's stuck to the copper. I don't know if it's going to be worth it to clean it and try to get bare bright for the bottom and pull the light flashing copper off. I'm going to the yard in about an hour, or maybe even sooner, and I'm going to take this with me and see what they will offer me. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get number 2 copper. I want to find out if it's going to be worth me trying to clean it and upgrade it, or what they tell me. See what crock of crap they hand me this morning. We'll have another episode of Screwed at the Scrapyard up a little bit later today. I hate going to the scrapyard. I can't tell you how much I hate it. The other value in this, everybody says, oh, look, you got beautiful shielded RAM. Yes, I do. Can you see how much? 2 gigabytes. Dude, that won't even power a PC. There is no resale value in this, and that is an IBM. That is from this server. 2 gigabytes. So yeah, I'm going to pop these covers off, and I'm going to resell the RAM. The chip recovery in the Goldfingers is good, but there's like this crap for memory. Why would I resell this? You know, I'm going to take the cover off. I'm going to get the aluminum. I'm going to get the stainless, and I'm going to sell the RAM. You know, there's just, you can't run a system on 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16 gigs of RAM. Forget it. All right, so that came out of this. And again, this one here is the IBM. So I'm going to clean this and sell the RAM at $30 a pound, which is standard price right now. I could sell it to Board Sort. I'll have it up in my... If I have some available for you guys, it'll be in my eBay store. I'm not doing any more private sales. It's too much of a headache. I don't have the time. I love you guys to the moon and back, but if you're interested in something and you want to come meet me at my music school, that's fine. I'll save you the shipping. Otherwise, it's in my eBay store because I just can't stand the extra hassle I've had to go through lately with people. I don't need the aggravation. I'm 65 years old and retired. I don't need people's crap. Not that you guys would give me any. I love you. Well, yesterday, if you were following me at all, you know I went on a bit of a rant yesterday. I was really upset yesterday, and I'll explain a little further. For those of you who missed my rant yesterday when I was downstairs smashing heat sinks, I had seen an offer on Marketplace. I'll make this really short because I don't want to be redundant. I don't want to grouse, but I do want to express a safety concern. If you are purchasing servers, be very wary where they came from. I saw them up online. The guy said make an offer. I shot him $200. They're a bunch of ancient, and I do mean ancient, ProLiant servers. There's nothing in them but a lot of rubbish and a board. And I'm looking at the pictures, and you know, I did my math and I figured what I could get out of each one, and I shot him an offer for $200 and I would come get them. And as you know, he responded with filthy language, told me I got these out of an airport, they're worth a lot of money. And then I read his ad pulled from an airport in New York City. He said, and I'm selling them for $700 and $800 on eBay. You can blah, 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 blah. Well, that shook me just because he was an obnoxious jerk. Okay, fine, report the obnoxious jerk. Move on to the next event. I don't need your damn servers anyway. But as I thought about it, I'm like, oh my God, this guy is selling computers straight out of a pull from an airport, and he's got the RAM and the hard drives. Well, gee, no wonder they're selling for $700. Where are they getting sold to? That scares the crap out of me, guys. I almost wish I hadn't got them because I would have destroyed them. That is terrifying. Case in point, these servers that I went up to the computer technician last week and I bought, or 2 weeks ago, I think it was, I bought all those servers. He sold them to me with a clear instruction to scrap them because they came from a hospital and they were data sensitive. I had to sign a paper saying I would do that. So you saw me scrap out the hard drives. That's done. I'm still scrapping out the computers. So that data is going to be destroyed. The chips and things, those are going to send to a recycler. Anything that could have sensitive information will go to somebody who has an R2 recycling certification. Things like that. You know, parts like this, yeah, I can sell these. I can sell the boards. That's all okay to sell. I have permission to do that. But how scary is that? We had a data breach at Yale New Haven Hospital, one of the biggest healthcare networks in Connecticut. Every single client got their information compromised. And it was probably by something like this. The fact these came out of a hospital, yeah, I'm going to freaking destroy the heck out of them. So be careful. Be responsible. Anywho. On to the next. I'm working on my website. The website will have some explanations about grading and some pictures, and maybe a little bit information about some of these things. That will be there for those of you who are looking to buy e-scrap and don't know what's in the box. We play that a lot around here. All right, so the next component up on tap, this is a voltage regulator. I had a yellow tag. What did I do with it? Crap. Well, anyway, this is a voltage regulator. It came out of an HP compact, 2005 again. It's very old. It's old technology. I see them sell for about 25 bucks on eBay. And again, when you check the sold listings, those have been sitting there a long time, guys. These are almost impossible to get off. When I sell these, I sell them as gold fingered cards with heatsink. If I can get it off, I get it off. If I don't, I don't. But very good for gold recovery. I sell them, as I said. My price on these is whatever BoardSword is paying for gold finger cards with heatsink. Excellent, excellent gold recovery for you guys. And again, they are in my eBay store, but I'm more concerned about telling you what some of these things are and what's good for gold recovery. These are great. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful boards. So those are voltage regulators. You'll find those in Compacts and HP Pro Alliance. All right, we've already talked about the RAM. We talked about the board. I got one more here for you. Hang on a sec. I think this might be the last one I'm able to do today. That's why I didn't do a live today. My throat is bothering me. I think it's just allergies and garbage, but I just don't have it to do a long video today. But I didn't want to ignore you guys. So here's another component. As a matter of fact, I got this out of this computer, out of this server. It was sitting right over here, and it's an expansion card. In this case, it's for a power backplane board. That just happens to be something that's on this computer. This is an IBM computer, 2005. And again, though, look at the gold recovery. Could I try to sell it for $25 used on eBay? Well, of course I can. But since it's not going to sell, why would I even bother? Yeah, why would I bother? You go look at the sold items. They don't move, except the people who want to sell them cheap and sell them for gold recovery, like I do. So this will be graded as a peripheral grade, a high-grade peripheral board. High in gold recovery, lots of chips. BoardSword and me would grade this as a peripheral high-grade board. You can see it's excellent for gold recovery. I do sell these by the pound. My hope is to get Gaylord bins full of some of this stuff where people can just come and pick their e-scrap out and weigh it and go. I think that's going to be awesome. I don't know. I may have just lost my mind. You know, I'm not under any obligation to sell this stuff on eBay. I can sell it. I have 5 people I can sell it to. But the nice thing about eBay is I get paid right away. I don't got to wait 2 and 3 weeks for a check. You know, it's expensive because you have to add your eBay fees and your tax and, of course, your shipping. But you know what? It's a lot less hassle. It really is. And even selling this as a used component, I'd be nervous. I have no way to test this. All I need is people to start returning stuff, and then your feedback gets lost up, and then you got to deal with people who lie. Of course, most people are honest. Most people are nice. What you see is what you get. I've got thousands of good feedbacks. But again, my purpose in doing this is just to show you some of this to help you assess how to sell your e-scrap or how to purchase it, as the case may be. All right. 2005 IBM PCIe power backplane board. It's an expansion card. And they retail used for $25. I sell them as whatever peripheral high-grade boards are selling on BoardSword. That's what I sell these as per pound. Okay. I have a box of those. The real value in this computer is going to be this and this. And if I clean it, yes, the RAM, I'm going to have to clean that shielded RAM. Nobody's going to buy 2 gigabytes of shielded RAM. I've got it up for sale, and I just realized how bad it was. So yeah, I got to pull that down, and I'll clean that. I'll make $30 a pound for cleaning it, as opposed to like $9 for selling it as shielded. So that's something I have to do. I don't have to do it right this second, but I will do it. There's another card under here that I'm not sure what it is. I've got to get at that. I've got a bunch of those. I'll be doing this over the next few teardowns, just identifying some of the components for you guys, and you know, again, just giving you an idea not only how I grade them, but how to grade them. Or if you're looking for things for gold recovery, you get them up close and personal. And you know, you can always message me through my eBay store and let me know if there's something you want. I'll put it up for you, and you could purchase it. Lots of good things we can do with this. I'm really excited. Being a former teacher, I'm excited about the educational component of this. I'll be putting a lot of this up on my website. That's thecomputerscrapper.com. Yes, I do own that domain. Isn't that something? I was offered about $5,000 to sell it, and I wouldn't. I sold the other one. That was scrapmycomputer.com. That one I sold. But the Computer Scrapper I've kept. This is a really good part-time gig for me. When the music school's slow, this is a lot of fun. And as I said, I'm going to be putting clips about all different kinds of components and things onto the website as an educational resource library kind of thing. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Again, it's going to be tedious and time-consuming, but I'm looking forward to it. I'll do another one of these possibly tonight when I get back. I've got to go to the scrapyard. It's the sun has finally made a guest appearance. Poor Big Red has been sitting with a ton of shred for the past 3 days. I've got to go dump it because this afternoon I have to go pick up more servers. I've lost my mind. So part of my decision to sell these was, again, 2005, old technology. I had these beautiful IBM servers, clean as a whistle, nothing wrong with them. We know they worked, and they couldn't be resold because of security. So they have to be dismantled, and they have to be sold as components or safely disposed of. So, you know, for all you haters out there, why are you breaking these? Well, because I have to. I signed a contract that said I would do so. So that's, you know, I got them from a hospital. Of course I have to destroy them. All right, everybody. Stay happy. Stay wonderful. I probably will have my regular live streams Sunday morning. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing yet. I haven't decided yet. I don't want to be redundant. I don't know if I showed you these yesterday when I was down tearing down the heat sinks. That's what these are. So that weighs in at almost a pound, 1.4 pounds. That is a chunky piece. This is light copper here, but underneath, I think I could clean this up to get bare bright. I'm going to go check the yard. We're going to go get screwed at the scrapyard as usual. I'm going to ask them if it's worth I'm going to ask them what they will buy this as. I'm pretty sure they're going to say number 2 copper as is, and I'll take one. I'll take one with me. Number 2 copper might not be bad for this. I don't think I'm going to sell it today, though, because copper dropped really bad. I just would like to have some... I want to know how they're going to grade it. I'm pretty sure they're going to... I have to knock the... These just punch out, by the way, guys. Just flip it upside down. Hit it with a hammer, and they pop right out. You can see that on yesterday's video. I think if I pop these out, I might be able to sell the whole thing just as number 2 copper. But there's a base underneath, like this. That is bare bright all day, every day. So, I don't know. This is what it looks like. And that's just aluminum. If I polish it a little bit, I don't know. But there's a lot of lacquer here. You know, that's the pros and cons. I gotta find out. That will be on Sunday's Live. I'll give you a report on that. I'll probably show you some of the other gold-rich components. I think I'll show you how to grade the PCI cards. I'll make myself a note. PCI cards. And then I know there's a Mac that I was supposed to take apart a couple weeks ago for you guys. So that will be Sunday. I'm going to take tomorrow off. I think. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for all your support. Thanks for your patience. I hope these videos are informative. I'll show you what I got this afternoon. Maybe I'll put a quick short up this evening. But yeah, no live. I really have a sore throat. So, all right, everybody, take care. Stay wonderful. And God bless each and every one of you. Thanks for spending some time with me. Ciao.